Hello guys and welcome back. It's been a little bit of a break, shall we say. We didn't intentionally take a break, did we, Mark?
No, I moved house.
You moved house.
It's definitely my fault.
It certainly is your fault. Who do you blame?
Blossom the cat.
Right, okay. Yeah, we've took a little bit of a break. We've just kind of like took a step back, tried to work on some things. Mics are on the way, much to Mark's enjoyment, because he's been begging me for months to resort the mics. So
literally months.
Literally, from about episode 4, Mark said, we need different mics, we need to sort this.
Because our mics are crap.
And he's right, he's got himself sorted, but I haven't. Look, I'm a busy man, alright? I'm just always busy. Let's crack on anyway.
Why do you always get to do the introductions?
Do you know what? I don't know.
I'm going to do the introduction.
Go.
When you edit it, put the titles on again. Ready? Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to Birmingham Fan TV podcast, episode 14. Great to have you back. I'm Mark, this is obviously Jimbo, and the lovely Emily on the end. Here we are, we've had a bit of a break, but we're back now. Rock and roll. That's how you do it, James.
That's brilliant, I love that.
He's good.
Whenever I present though, I'll go a bit like ghetto. My hands start going like that.
No, but that's good, I think that's great.
Carry on.
Go
Keep
on.
rolling.
What up? I don't know, I've got nothing to talk about.
Keep rolling.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, welcome back, Mark. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Tried something different. I'm glad you all appreciate that.
Would you say I was missed?
God, I got cramp in my foot.
I missed you.
Yeah.
I haven't done a podcast in 4 weeks.
And it's all because you missed me.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say?
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed witnessing my cramp in my foot.
Did you get that when you play football? For Nottingham Forest?
Do you know what?
It only took you 4 minutes to slip that one.
We went for a run, so it's probably from that. You know, we exercised.
Fat boy did exercise.
That was a week ago, that run, so yeah.
You're still suffering.
No, I'm fat now. Yeah, I think that this week we've got a lot to talk about. We've got transfers galore at the minute in terms of rumours. We've got transfers that have happened, going to happen, might happen in 3 years' time. I don't know. Ground share, kit release.
The greatest kit release in the history of kit releases ever.
It was a damn good kit release.
Yeah, okay, we'll come on to that when we mention
We'll segue into that in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll segue into that rant when we get there.
Yeah. But we kind of saved all of this for this episode, so I hope you all enjoy. Next week we'll do some Q&A again. We'll fit the Q&A back in. Didn't think we'd have enough time this week to do it, so we're going to crack on with those. And
I've been busy moving house.
He has, yeah, he's been busy
basically
living a life outside of the channel.
And I've been busy starting my first ever full-time job.
And James has had a bad knee, so
yeah.
we're all busy.
We're all busy, apparently. I'm just enjoying my 8th coffee of the day. Pretty bad now, I've got to cut the coffee out.
Yeah.
You've got issues.
It's giving me the jitters. Where do we start?
Let's begin at the beginning.
We're
lovers and we're losers.
Adios, amigo.
Ah.
Bienvenidos, Gardner.
See you later.
Did that happen? That happened the same day as the kit release, didn't it? Well, the rumour broke the same day.
Was it the same day?
Yeah.
I think it was the day before.
No, I think it was the same day.
It could be. Don't know.
But we'll go with it.
Either way, he's gone. Good. Ding dong, the witch is gone.
Yeah. That's a bit harsh, but...
I could...
Yeah, go on.
In fairness, I would say at least I'm consistent. Because I've never raved over Jota. And I have raved over Gardner. So all those saying, oh, anyone happy about this is a moron, raw, it's a terrible deal, raw. I like how on that day, when that story broke, it was, oh, we're swapping Gardner for Jota. This is the worst thing ever. Can't believe we're doing it. We're swapping Gardner for Jota and 4 million. Oh, what a deal. What a deal. Oh, we've done well here, lads. Make your mind up. Is it a good deal or a bad deal?
It's a good deal.
It's a very good deal.
It is a good deal.
Jota is overrated. Sorry, all those that love him and worship the ground he walks on. He might have been very good for Brentford. It wasn't very good for us. He might have had a couple of good spells, but I wouldn't say he ever turned the game on its head.
I think it made a lot of sense for him to go back to Dean Smith because he plays a style of football that works for him. And with Gary Monk, I mean, I've said it a lot, maybe that Gary Monk was going to bring in players that would work with Jota, but obviously Gary Monk thinks that Jota doesn't work for a system, so it's get gone, bring in someone that does work, and a bit of cash, because I think we've probably got, with Jota going and getting Gardner in, the same as what we would have had if we spent on Jota. So I think we've actually come out of it with a very, very good deal.
I put on Twitter, I would rather have a B-rated player who gives 110% every week.
You did say that.
Than an A+ potentially rated player who we see when he can be asked, who turns up 1 game out of 10. I'd much rather have the consistency over the potential flair. We haven't got a team that fits around him. Yes, we could have bought a team that fits around him, but we also haven't got a bottomless pit of money.
Exactly, yeah.
So it just doesn't work for us. And if Witton want our cast-offs, I'll gladly take their cast-offs.
I mean, I take a slightly different approach. I get it.
Would.
I know. I love being controversial.
You're a weirdo.
Sorry, opinions are like backsides. Everyone's got one. I stick by you and I say it's a good deal. And I stick by you in saying that I'd rather have a player that gives 110% than a player that's only giving 100% one in every
4%.
7. Right, yeah, the rest of the time he's not giving 100%.
No.
But I think that, like I say, we never got the best out of Potter because he wasn't in the right system. It's a shame, but we can't sit here and wait for that system to come about. We can't wait and say, in 2 years' time, now we can fit him into the system. It's got to work for us next season, and Gardner fits that better. If we're going to stick with this 4-4-2, or even if we go with the diamond, and Rabti can play at the tip of the diamond, and Gardner at the base, or on the right or the left.
Sounds dirty, doesn't it?
It really
Tip
does.
And base.
It really does, yeah.
I was thinking, how can I get a joke in there?
Yeah, I just looked at you and it's just like, we're on the same
I didn't even need to tell the joke.
I thought it was coming.
See, you're just adding to it there, mate.
I thought it was coming.
Oh, no.
I was hoping you'd pick it up, to be fair, but yeah, you ran with it, and fair play to you.
Pick my own up.
Yeah, you really do. But
were you surprised that he's gone to Witton?
That's what surprised me.
No.
I think it hurts me more than anything, because...
Right in the feels.
Right in the fields.
Right in the fields.
At the end of the day, he's not exactly going to turn it down, is it? It's
No.
a job, and
Why
he's
would
paying
he?
him 45 grand off.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't care about Birmingham, so why would he?
If he really likes where he lives, it makes so much sense for him to go next door. Because he doesn't have to move.
Does he live in Lichfield?
Well, maybe. He doesn't have to move anywhere. As far as I'm aware, he lives in Shirley.
Do they?
Or that way of the world. So that's what I've heard anyway. But so he doesn't have to move. He's going back to his old manager who he played his best football of his life under. And that's basically it. All he's going to get is stick from us because he's gone next door, rather than going to another club that's not in our vicinity. I think it's just because of our huge fierce rivalry with Villa that we don't like it. If it was West Brom, would we be this angry? Probably not.
I'm not angry about him going to Villa.
No, but you know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't
emotional about it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're talking about stick, if you want a good laugh, go on Gary Gardner's Instagram.
Oh, it was great.
There's nothing better than winding up Villa fans on Twitter, etc. I think I'm good at it, but Gary Gardner is the king of winding up Villa fans, because all he has to do is go, hello, and they go mad. He put a picture of him in a blue shirt, and just the comments are comedy gold. They're worth watching. But with him going to Villa, I wonder if, rather than them saying we want Jota, did we say, look, we want Gardner, we can't afford his wages, what can you do? And Villa went, okay, we'll have Jota. Because they don't really want...
It makes sense.
Yeah, they don't really want Gardner. Do they really want Jota? It's very unambitious if they've actually gone, right, we're in the Premier League, we've got 170 million, who should we have?
Yeah.
Remember that long-haired, weedy bloke who just rolls around a lot? Yeah, let's get him in.
It'll be because of Dean Smith. It will just be because of Dean Smith.
What an unambitious signing, though. First signing, you made it to the Premier League. And
and it's someone that...
It makes sense for
someone
them.
who doesn't really shine for us.
Yeah.
Which should be easy to do.
Yeah, but he also signed Malpay, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's almost like he's trying to get Brentford...
The shithouse team.
Brentford's sort of...
Yeah, but Rowett did that, didn't he, for us? He goes after what
Grealish,
they know.
Mings, it's just the shithouse team. I resent him because last year I made a... You know when people go missing and they have a missing poster?
Oh, God, you didn't.
I made one with Jota missing, and people took that the wrong way and got very upset about it and said, like, what if his family sees this? And so I resent him from that. He should have come out and said, no, it was funny.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. I do agree with you that the deal probably happened, that obviously it's no secret that we wanted Gardner back.
Yeah.
World's worst secret.
Our desire to sign Gardner far outweighed our desire to keep Jota.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
So it make sense.
Yeah, more sense than anything. And like I said to you earlier, it wouldn't have surprised me if we said, we want Gardner, how are we going to do this deal?
Yeah.
We don't want to spend $2 million on him.
We can't afford to pay his wage. It was on. apparently on 35 grand because they got promoted.
Yeah.
It was on 25 grand. It goes at 35 grand.
Mm.
We can't afford that.
No, and obviously for them to take Jota kind of balances the wages, similar wages that they were going to pay anyway.
Someone said on Twitter, and I have no idea if it's true, so don't quote me. There's a chance that we were still paying for Jota at this point. Because you tend to pay in instalments these days, don't you?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I
haven't seen it, but
I did hear
I've seen one person say it.
We did 2 years of instalments. I think we did.
I wonder if Villa have picked up the final instalment.
No, we'll have paid the final instalment. I can guarantee it.
I don't know.
And
I don't know.
But at the end of the day, it
was an interesting talking point.
We've picked up 4 million quid. 4 million quid into the coffers has been banded around.
Plus the 6 million that they're going to give us for Butland.
Wow. I would be gutted if he goes to Villa, Butland. I would be gutted. And I know everybody's saying they're doing us a solid. We're picking up 6 or 7 million for him. I'd still be gutted.
Plays for Stoke, he's dead to me.
Yeah, I mean, Stoke's pretty bad as it is. It's pretty woeful, but, you know, you're going from out the frying pan into the fire there. Yeah. You think about it. I mean, it's pretty grim in Stoke, but do you want to live in Lichfield?
Yeah, over Stoke, yeah.
No chance, mate. I've been to Lichfield, mate.
To Stoke.
I've been to Stoke. I know what it's about. It's pretty grim. But like I said to you, it wouldn't have surprised me from that deal if they'd have took a look at Max. Because obviously, evidently he looked at players he had previously been under his regime.
If they sign Max, I'll burn this house down.
Yeah, I'd have rioted.
I will riot. I will smash everything in this room and burn it down. And you know I'm serious because we've got a flag behind us that makes us look like we're some sort of militia.
Would it be?
Do you ever look at the camera and think if we were holding AK-47s? I mean, a militia in general. It's a very militia setting, is what I'm saying.
It's all right. I'm working on it. All right. I need to get my shirts framed, but as soon as I do,
get some balaclavas.
We've already got some.
I think we should all put balaclavas on.
I've got 2 of them. Yeah, we'll do it. But is it kind of outrageous for me to say that you would be more upset if Max went to Villa than if Shea went to Villa? Yeah. I thought you would say that.
I'll give Shea now. I'll drive Shea to Villa if it means we keep Max.
That's painful.
I have to agree.
No.
That's my girl.
I do have to agree. Shea's, well, he might not be going there, but he probably was going to go anyway. And Maxime Collan is probably a more long-term asset to us in the sense that strikers are more easily found, whereas good right-backs are not as easily found.
Disagree.
Really?
Well, how
hard is it to get a good right-back?
I love Max, and I don't want Max going anywhere. I'm going to lock him down and hide him away. But we've got a quality right-back sitting right in the reserves in Wes. Easily found. We got a backup for Shea.
Different level.
I'm not saying
absolute different level. I'm sorry to Wes Harding, but you cannot compare Wes Harding and Maxime Collan. You can't.
No, but I'm saying
you can't. That's like comparing Lionel Messi to blooming someone that plays for Bournemouth. It just doesn't work.
No, but what I'm saying is, you're saying strikers are easy to come by, whereas right backs aren't. We've got enough right backs in the club.
You could probably name
decent quality.
You can probably name 10 good strikers off the bat like that. Could you name me 3 right backs in our league that are on par with Maxime Collan? I think you'd struggle. Prove me wrong in the comments.
It's a fair talking point. I'm just saying. I was talking from within the club, but there you go. I'm just saying, if we got rid of Shea, who are you replacing within the club? Vassell?
Yeah, but we're in the transfer window, it's different. If you were going to let Max go, who would you replace him with? You wouldn't just keep Wes Harding.
I would, but there you go. That's just me. And Mark would burn me down for that. He already is thinking about how can I kill him.
I endorse everything that Emily just said.
I know you would. I knew you would.
Everything, every last word.
You've done it for that reason as well, to wind me up.
I haven't. Opinions are like backsides, as you said.
Everybody's got one.
And some of our backsides are perfect, aren't they?
They are, exactly.
Speaking of Vass to Luton.
Yeah.
All right,
it's been bandied around this afternoon. Well, this afternoon. This week.
You know my opinion on Vass. I think we should keep him.
I think
if he wants to go back, then it all depends. We're keeping Shea. The longer this goes on, the more it seems like we might keep him. Although I would still be surprised.
And the price goes up the longer he stays. Because the later it gets, the more desperate teams get. the more in control.
Since that geezer went to Man United for 18 million or whatever it was.
That's it. I saw loads of Blues fans arguing with Burnley fans the other day about Adams.
Yeah, and you lot laughed at me when I said he was worth 30 million.
I still don't think he's worth 30 million.
Laugh at you.
Yeah, I was going to say no one.
I do not endorse that.
But for Southampton to reportedly bid 8 million,
it's an insult.
That's insulting beyond belief.
If it's true.
Anything less than 18 million, I think the benchmarks there have been set now by Daniel James. Anything less than that is an insult. And we're probably looking at over 20 for him.
I think also due to our predicament, we charge as much as we can for him, and if we don't reach that, we keep him. That's that. I don't think we're going to, we'll probably not hold him hostage, but we're not going to let him go unless it's the right price. Yeah,
but that's what I mean. That's what worries me about Blues. Why in God's green earth, with a player with 3 years left on his deal, why would we sell him for any less than Daniel James has just gone for?
Oh yeah, that's what
for some reason, I'm worried that Blues are going to do it and they're going to let him go for 14 million.
Daniel James come from Swansea, right?
Yeah, I'm following.
Oh, no, I'm checking that for myself, mate. Oh boy, Swansea is that?
Rodri Hoffy Coffee.
Rodri Hoffy Swansea.
God,
yes.
Losers.
Swansea. Daniel James come from Swansea. Swansea have got a squad. Swansea do not need to rebuild a squad. That is the difference between Swansea and us. We can keep Shea and we can be steadfast and say 30 million or off, we keep raw. But then start next season, we made one signing in Gary Gardner because Shea is essentially going to bankroll our transfer market.
I don't disagree.
That, and we can say he's worth 25, 30 million, but it's clear that some clubs don't understand financial fair play. Especially the fans who say, you ain't got no money. You're skint. No, we're not. We just can't.
You can't spend it.
You can't spend it.
Because we have to balance the books.
No, you ain't. You're skint.
Aaron's are actually fairly wealthy. They actually have a fair bit of money.
They're just fairly stupid.
They're just fairly stupid. Yeah. And people at the top are completely stupid, but yeah.
We're relying on Shea's sale to give us movement.
Yeah.
So would you keep exactly? So would you keep Shea and sacrifice strengthening up 3 or 4 positions, i.e., left back,
centre,
left back,
and left back
again?
Yeah.
I've still said it. I don't know if he's gone anywhere. I haven't actually Googled, but that Barber from Brentford is a ball-playing defender,
and it will wind the Brentford fans.
And it would wind the Brentford fans up even more than they already are, which they already hate us.
They probably now hate Villa as well after they took Malpe.
Alright, despite Jota, who was a good player but obviously didn't fit, the other 2 players we got from Brentford, Dean and Max, are probably 2 of our best players as well, outside of Shea as well. Yeah, but those 2 quality defenders. Why not get Barber as well then? Another ball-playing defender, free transfer. Brentford don't pay big wages, so he won't be on big wages. Just saying. I don't
Brentford
know.
Can't, can they? Because of the way their system
structure,
works.
Yeah, they don't go
exactly. But this
grand.
Is all conducive to Shea buggering off.
That's it. I'm not saying I want Shea to stay and sack and jeopardise our own transfer funds, but I want it at the right price. There's no point in selling him for 14 because we're.
No, I agree with I agree. Don't sell him for 14, but there's a point where you have to be if you become too arrogant about it.
We start negotiating at 18.
Yeah,
I think because that's the mark that's been set now.
I think Swansea had more bargaining power than we do in their position.
Yeah, also because Man United have got a bottomless pit.
Exactly. So for us to say, well, James went for 18 million or whatever it was, therefore that's the bar, I think is naive.
Depends who wants to come in and look.
I think also
Southampton haven't got that.
They've got a fair bit.
Yeah, but their income and outcome is different to Man United. Man United basically keep themselves afloat. Southampton can't do that. So Southampton will only bid a fraction because they can't financially afford to be like, oh yeah, so Man United have just bought this player. Man United are a brand. They're a brand. They can afford it. Swansea are not a brand. They can't afford it. It's just basic economics.
Okay.
You always have to question our own arrogance, perhaps, that Man United are coming in for random Swansea player number 60. Yeah. Some Yeah, he's not exactly their superstar, is he?
No.
But we've decided that our superstar is better and therefore should be worth more, but only Southampton and Burnley have shown any interest so far.
Yeah.
It does say a lot, doesn't it?
Are we rating him higher than perhaps we should? The argument I've always used about Grealish is if he's that good, someone would have signed him. Or attempted to sign him. As it was, Tottenham put in a half-arse bid. Therefore, they're clearly over-exaggerating how good he is. Are we in danger of doing the same with Shay Adams?
Yes.
The difference is we don't value him at 40-odd million. Or
no,
60 million or whatever they're now
we've literally just said 25 million is gettable. Well, not from the likes of Southampton and Burnley, it's not, and no one else has shown their cards yet.
25 million, I'll snap your hand off. 25 million, I'll snap your hand off.
Yeah, but the thing is,
18
what Mark's
million
saying is who's going to offer that?
Yeah, of course.
Do we know what Burnley and Southampton's record transfers are?
There's also other teams sniffing around. Newcastle, but Newcastle, we don't know what their funds are. If they get taken over...
Would you take Gale and 13 million?
Yes. Every day of the week. Because you're getting a player that will go and get you another 20 plus.
Would you do a straight swap?
And you still fund the squad.
Yes.
Would you?
No.
My worry with Shay is my worry that I've said a few times is he's had one very good season. That's it.
Yeah.
Because the season before he was dire.
Yeah, he was.
I wouldn't take a straight swap. My worry is that
he does that next year.
I would take Gale every day of the week in a swap deal, but there's got to be some cash as well to bankroll us. At least to bring in 2 or 3. 29, 28,
so he's still got a while.
Yeah, you could get 3 or 4 good years out of him. And that's what I mean. I would take the swap deal. But again, the wages are the problem with Gale. Because West Brom can't afford to go for him again.
Hence the cash.
Again.
If we swapped Adams for Gale and say 5 million, that could do his wages for his contract. But then again, we've got that ego thing that Gary Monk's obviously trying to get rid of, the players that are on high wages. So, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'd take it.
I do agree with that.
It's like football politics is a difficult one to call, and you're going to tread on someone's toes somewhere. No matter if you're aiming high, you've almost got to put everyone up on that pedestal. We can't do that, so I don't think we're gonna get players like that. I think we're gonna look at lower leagues.
I think we'll look at the same level. I think we'll fish around in the Championship. Maybe some Prem loans. Again, because we loaned Mahoney from the Prem. We'll look to get some young loan-ins. And then if we can get any talents from the lower leagues, we'll pick them up. I think he knows what he's doing. And I also think that Monk's downplaying how much we can actually do and spend. I think he's playing it low to keep his cards close to his chest.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He's saying we need 4 in, roughly he said. Well, that's a lie instantly. He knows we need way more than that, just for depth in itself, whether regardless of replacing quality. He's then saying that we're going to fish around in the lows and the threes. We know that's not true. We know that he's going to get bankrolled and then he's going to start spending. He's already got something to spend from the Hotter deal. Yes, right.
Not much.
Not much. It's not a huge amount, but it could bring in 1 or 2 lower players of smaller fees and smaller wages, but it's still 1 or 2 players of depth. He's underplaying it so that clubs then don't go. Monk said that Blues can go and do whatever they want. We can up the price. He's playing his cards close to his chest.
But then again, Monk has got that £13 million overdraft, so to speak, to fall back on if things get desperate.
We're already into it.
Are we?
Yes, but how much?
Oh, for God's sake!
Well, it rolled over.
Oh, it stresses me out. Who the hell is in charge of our finances?
Dick Star Wars.
My God!
He's
right.
bad.
I'm gonna just ring my financial advisor and send them down to the Blues.
She's gonna write a written complaint.
I'm gonna write a letter. I am. Please tell me you know the film reference.
Sir or Madam.
I am a woman.
You know what film I'm on about.
I actually can't remember the movie.
White Chicks.
White Chicks, yeah, that's it.
Have you never seen it?
I've seen it, but I don't remember that.
Dear Mr. Royal Hampton.
Yeah, okay. I have, yeah.
Dear Mr. Dick Star Wars.
Are you about to have a BF?
I'm about to have a bitch fit.
Yes.
But yeah,
can we move on to something?
We can. We can. Moving back in the chronological time order. Kit launch.
Yeah. We've beat the Shadams things to death.
Yeah, we have. Kit launch.
Right, now let me beat Peaky Blinders to death.
I'm glad
Thank you.
Yes.
What is your knowledge of Peaky Blinders? Not the programme, the gang.
Minimal to something. I know some things.
Emily, any knowledge of the Peaky Blinder gang, the real gang?
Before I came to Birmingham, no. After I came to Birmingham, no. All I know is the TV programme.
Right. Were they Blues fans?
Allegedly, it was mentioned once in the programme.
In the TV programme, in real life, were they Blues fans?
As to speak, technically yes, but they weren't like fans like what we are.
What's you basing that on?
They only went to the games.
What's you basing that on?
Well, that's it. They only went to the games.
How do you know that?
Because it was factual that they drank in the Garrison and went to the football.
How do you know?
That's just in facts, isn't it?
They could have gone to a local game. They didn't have to.
But that's it.
Blues.
They went to local games. I'm not saying that they were Blues fans. They went to Blues.
How do you know they like football?
Yeah, but we could go to like Quinton FC. That doesn't mean we're Quinton fans.
I would be.
The point I'm making is Peaky Blinders stretches the truth beyond belief.
That's like calling me Anne Boleyn.
Yes. In the first series of Peaky Blinders, segueing into TV here, there is the other gang whose name escapes me at the moment.
There's one with Tom Hardy.
No,
Tom Hardy came in it later, didn't he?
Yeah,
I've never watched
Anyway,
it.
that gang is a real gang, but instead of basing the programme on that real gang, he chose Stephen Knight, I think his name is, based the programme on this Birmingham bunch of riffraff who weren't the nice, posh, upstart, respectable kind of gangsters who were pillars of the community.
Was it the Craze?
No, that's...
Okay.
you're talking 60s there.
Sorry, I tried.
Yeah. They were a bunch of pickpocketing scumbags, essentially. They weren't even particularly organised, the real Peaky Blinders. Now, we are mentioned in the programme... Once.
Once.
Apparently we're going to get mentioned in the new series, but once, essentially. We have latched onto this Peaky Blinder thing and strangled the life out of it.
It's
because we were mentioned once.
It's because he's a Blues fan as well.
Because he's a Blues fan. Dressing up as Peaky Blinders is a little bit sad. Sorry, but it is. The programme, in my opinion, is overrated. I know I'm not allowed to say that as a Blues fan. The first series is brilliant. As soon as they become rich, it loses its appeal. Because the appeal was they are small time trying to get big time. The minute they get big time, for me, loses the appeal.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I've never seen it. I just haven't had time.
It's good, and Tom Hardy steals every scene he's in.
Yeah, because he's class.
But
I mean, Cillian Murphy's good.
When Tom Hanks tweeted about Up the Villa, blah blah blah, Blues jumped on it and took the mick. When Prince William ever mentions the Villa, we jump on it and take the mick. When David Cameron ever mentioned the Villa and then West Ham, we jumped on it and took the piss. Then we do an entire package about Peaky Blinders. We are just opening ourselves up for everyone to go, how sad are you? This obsession that we've got with Peaky Blinders when there's no real, as far as I'm aware, no massive link between us other than they mentioned us once in a programme.
It's almost like Villa doing a kit launch dressed up as characters from Toy Story because Tom Hanks is a Villa fan.
It's like
it just wouldn't happen.
Villa doing a Forrest Gump themed kit launch.
Yeah.
However, all that aside, that was
great.
The best kit launch I've ever seen in my life. Regardless of the fact that we're latching ourselves to a TV programme, which we got a very loose tie with, but we've decided this is our identity now.
Yeah.
It was brilliantly
I
done.
agree.
It was all the promo packages were brilliantly shot. It
Excellent,
was like bias aside, it was one of the most beautiful bits of filmmaking I've seen in a very long time, which I know might be over exaggerating it when you've got people like Tarantino out there making masterpieces. And
it was well shot. It was excellent.
It was
shot.
Brilliant. If there was, aside from the fact that there isn't a massive link between us and Peaky Blinders, assuming there was, is there a better way of linking us with Peaky Blinders than that promo package and kit launch? It was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
If you were doing cross promotion, that is exactly how you do it.
I couldn't believe it came from Blues either.
I could not believe it, and all credit has to go to Blues media and marketing team because that was brilliant.
Yeah,
that was absolutely phenomenal.
I think they used another company as well
to help them shoot it.
Because I've got a lot of them on LinkedIn.
Everything was done professionally.
It was done perfectly, and it's gone viral around the world and other clubs. And I'm a loyal Royal Betis fan now.
Yeah, we all are.
Till I die. Someone put shit on the Villarreal, which was the best tweet I've ever seen.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, it was pristine. But yeah, it was brilliant. The fact they did it at the back-to-backs in Birmingham as well, brilliant idea. Yeah. I just kind of wish we'd have deffed the Peaky Blinder side of it off and focused on Birmingham, the Birmingham history. And yes, that may have been the fashion, I honestly don't know. But Peaky Blinders was kind of crowbarred into it, and they mentioned us once in the programme.
Yeah.
I don't get the tweed because I assumed that
That's what Peaky Blinders is.
But I assume Peaky Blinders would be poor.
The real Peaky Blinders were.
They were.
Right, so they wouldn't have worn tweed.
In the programme, they
fake
get
tweed and
they
that.
get rich.
Yeah, I think it was probably more based off not the original, but more the show. But there we go. The kit itself.
I like it.
It's grown on me. I think a lot of people have that opinion. I'm not a fan of the yellow on the home.
I like it. I liked it from the start. I'm not a fan of the sponsor.
I don't think the sponsor's that bad.
The actual sponsor. Like, forget the design, the sponsor.
Oh, you don't like them as a sponsor?
Why?
It's only because they gave Jack a free bet.
Do you follow Paddy Power on Twitter?
Yes.
Paddy Power is
excellent.
Hilarious.
They are.
Whether there's kind of a cast of like five.
Don't they follow you?
Paddy Power follow.
Dropping this one in now. That's my drop in.
There's a cast of about 5 blokes to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, where's the sponsorship, lads?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 for dry as well. It's 2. There you go.
One,
Throw 2.
It's really nice.
Thank you very much.
Jack Wills.
I thought that was 2 for dry. Yeah, carry on.
Just pointing at her tits then.
Oops.
There's a cast of about 5 blokes who do it, and they do sketches, and their Twitter account is hilarious. I don't know if they're comedians first who work for Paddy Power, or just a bunch of funny blokes in the office.
Just a bunch of funny blokes.
They are hilarious, and every Twitter account, betting in particular, tries to copy them.
Yeah.
888 Sport got there eventually. Boyle Sport, it's just so
crap.
Their first tweet really dropped in there.
Yeah, the first tweet about
God.
what a legend. What's his face? Is Glenn Whelan.
It's because he's Irish, isn't it?
Yeah,
and they're an
yeah.
Irish betting company.
Fine,
But
he still plays for Villa. I don't know what he did play for Villa.
they obviously just don't understand the severity of putting a tweet out like that when you're a Blues.
And then they gave loads of sarcastic responses to all the Blues.
We're going to have to change these.
Why?
Because they say 888 Sport.
No, we won't.
No, I'm pro 888 Sport. At least they were funny.
Yeah, they're not funny. They're the least funny Twitter account I've ever come across, and
I'd never heard of them
Yadar
before.
is running that Twitter account. Yadar is behind that.
Yeah.
Some 50-odd-year-old bloke.
And they gave Jack a free bet and not me.
Yeah. Jack gets loads of free bets, didn't he? Didn't he get one from...
888 Sport.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Bloody hell, where is Jack? We need to get him on soon.
It's because they know he always loses them.
Yeah.
Just give him out without them. Whatever.
Wait, no, he won, didn't he? Didn't he have the 888 Sport bet, and you said stick that £50 bet on Villa and Liverpool winning?
Did he actually do it?
Yeah, he did it. And I think he won like 200 quid.
Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, the kit, I like it.
Yeah, I don't see the issue with the navy sleeves compared to the royal blue top. I don't think it's...
Someone made a very good point.
Go on, though.
You know, a couple of years ago we had the retro kit, which was the blue with a white stripe.
Yeah.
That, like, with all the signature. What colour was that kit?
Navy blue.
What colour's the small Heath Alliance kit?
Navy.
The first one. Navy. So why are we now complaining about navy sleeves?
I don't have
And
an
the
issue.
first bloody kit was navy.
I don't have the issue. Really don't see the issue. The yellow is where my issue's at. I'm not going to kick up a stink about it because I actually quite like the shirt design. I think the sponsor doesn't really look out of place. I don't think it looks that bad.
No.
It's like Wolves have got this huge W. I think that looks bad, but this one's kind of like a subtle. It's only there to there, and it's thin across the middle.
888 Sport does look better on
It does.
It does.
Someone made a mock-up with that. And it's better.
But loads of people moaned about 888 Sport at first. But
Not
then
me.
it grew-
Free
Yeah,
bet.
not you. Give him the bet so he shuts up, would you?
But going back to the Peaky Blinders thing,
That's one.
was there a better opportunity to make a retro kit? If we're going to do this retro package,
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
why didn't we have a retro kit to go with it? That's the one. That's typical Blues. We get 9/10 of the way there, and then just completely miss the ball.
I do think that this was our chance because obviously Adidas signed 4-year deals. First 3 years you get template kits, and then the last year, which is obviously this year for us, you get their custom made when they make it.
I thought it was 2 templates and a custom.
No. We've had it for 4 years, haven't we? Now this is our 4th season. Because we got this one. Then it was the plain blue one to start with, and then last season we had the
That one. No, you're still on 2 seasons then.
no.
Yeah.
Well, this is our 4th season heading into anyway.
Okay.
Right.
No,
Was Cabrini before that?
no. We had the Rowett / Zola / Redknapp season. Then we had last season, which was the Redknapp, Cottrell and Monk season. Well, the season before last. Then last season we had that shirt, and then this is our 4th season. Watch him. I'm going to prove it. It's fourth season. 4th season. Before that we had, Cabrini.
Hang on, what's on the day that's Cabrini?
Look, Adidas.
1, 2.
1, 2,
Oh,
3.
yeah.
And this is our
I
fourth
completely
season.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
So it was
What
the
was
same.
that one?
It was the same kit, but with white shorts.
No, yeah, we had the collar as well.
Slightly
It was
different
different. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
I think this is the nicest one. That last season's was pretty nice.
Nah, I love the one with the white V-neck.
Yeah, that one was quite smart.
I really like that.
If there was a chance to do like that kit with the white stripe down, the small Heath
Best.
one, why didn't we do that this year?
That was the best one we ever had. That one.
Yeah, no one on camera can see that.
No.
I think that if they'd done a retro kit, they should have gone full out. You know, like season tickets, done it.
Yeah,
the retro
proper,
look,
really carried
tickets,
that through.
Yeah, and done a complete
Everything commercial side.
Really
and then
carried it
they can go with that and do like events with
I
that
think
theme.
it would have been costly, but that would have been an absolute media win if they'd have carried that through.
They've got
all the promotional stuff.
They've took a W from everything. They've took the win from most of it.
I'd say that package was
and I think
sublime.
the kit's okay as well, so no issues there.
Do you know what? I want a pink away kit. I think someone did a mock-up of it.
No,
and it
not
looked
again. Not again.
Amazing.
No, the last one we had was
Oh
painful.
my god, it was
gorgeous.
Yeah, not a fan.
The black one with a little bit of pink was okay.
No.
The pure pink one
No,
was
that one was so nice.
No, the pure pink one
Yeah,
was
it was.
horrific.
No.
However, I am annoyed because
neon colours and black, don't like it.
Where was my invite to this kit launch, Blues? I'm watching you. I'm not like...
Unfortunately, mate, they're not watching you, which is why you never got an invite.
Dave is, thank you. Hello, Dave.
Who's Dave?
Davo. I know he watches. I've spoken to him a few times. Yes, say hello to Dave.
I felt genuinely hurt that we weren't invited.
Nah, I'm not bothered.
I didn't care.
You were invited. Because he's favourite. They love him. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Last week...
It was a very loose invitation.
Was it this week, last week? Coventry. We are ground sharing with Coventry next season.
Up the Blues.
That is confirmed. Yes, so Coventry are ground sharing with us next season, which means the pitch is going to take probably 50 games this season.
Works in Milan.
I think, first of all, is it going to work?
Yep.
Yes.
Works in Milan.
Yeah.
Works in Rugby League. Works in Rugby Union.
However,
Coventry was sharing their pitch last year.
Yeah, but their pitch was bad. Their pitch was bad last year. If you look at the back end of last season for Cov.
Huddersfield do it.
Leeds.
Wigan did do it. Whether they still do, I'm not
Do
sure.
Leeds still do it?
Leeds, I think, still do it.
Yeah, but Leeds only do
Hull?
it in like the off.
Hull FC.
Hull do it
Hull
okay,
FC.
and Wigan do it okay, but Coventry's
Milan.
pitch last season was dreadful.
Yeah, but maybe that's down to the groundsman.
Yeah, probably.
Probably didn't pay them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is that. I think Blues are going to have to take on extra ground staff that work every day of the week.
How about when didn't the reserves used to play at St Andrews back in the day?
Well,
I'm talking
our
years
under
ago.
21s still play there, 23s.
So what's the
What's the
difference?
issue, yeah.
I'm just thinking, 50 games. I don't have the issue. I think a lot of...
Shut up then, James.
No, I've got to bring up the topic because I've seen a lot of people moaning about the state of the pitch.
Shut up, people.
God, people, shut up.
God.
I don't know. What do you think about the... Do you have the issue with Coventry ground sharing next season?
I've made notes. Can I get my
No.
my
Yes,
notebook?
go get your notes.
It's literally just there.
Treat yourself.
Okay, so I've made some notes
Oh,
and I'm
God.
going to read them out to you.
Right then.
The benefits of this deal, I believe,
Oh my God.
increases further economical stability, whether it may be from the deal, matchday ticket proceeds, e.g. food, drink,
This was not an essay, you know.
But I think also, will they hire out a section of their club shop,
That's
of
fine.
our club shop to them?
No, I don't think they will.
Do you think they're going to have some Coventry stuff in our shop?
I
think
wonder,
that's where the biggest issue is.
You've worked in clothing stores, haven't you? And as have I.
Sort of.
It's quite easy to scoop up a rail of shirts, stick them in the back, and
Yeah.
scoop up. I reckon on Cov match days they will probably,
Transform it.
yeah, not the whole store,
But a lot.
but perhaps
All the rails.
there's like a double. There's an entrance next to it. Isn't
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll close half the store off with Blues. Might all the clothes on that side. Where the shirt printing is, there's a chance to
Turn
put
that
a
into
register
some
there.
tills, yeah.
Just to have the half that sells clothes.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest thing to put Cov shirts there.
No, you're
And
right.
that would bring extra
I think
proceeds for us.
Possibly, or it may. Depends how it works. It may cost us if
The
they
club might try and take a percentage of what's sold.
yeah,
Like
'cause
10%.
We're obviously going to
15%.
have to pay staff.
Yeah.
I assume we'd take a cut of the shirts.
Are
But
they already open on Sundays though?
No, club shop isn't open on
No,
Sunday.
I always thought it was.
I wouldn't begrudge them selling their shirts. To be honest, it's
As long as they're not there on our match day. is what would bother me.
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of people are saying, if there's Coventry stuff up on
it's
our match
stickers
day,
for me.
Yeah, the stickers are a big one.
Stickers are a big
it's
one.
So petty as well, isn't it? It's
It
like,
is, yeah.
God damn, this is 5-year-old stickers.
They've been so ungrateful, some of their fans have.
Oh, God, yeah.
So ungrateful. You think, we should just let them sink then? Stuff you.
Yeah. But that's unfair because there's such a minority that are moaning, though. The majority are kind of like... The majority are kind of like, the owners are twat. But, fair enough to Blues for letting us have it.
We didn't have to.
The
EFL, again, the EFL broke their own rules to let us ground share with them. Hate them.
Cov are...
Was that all your notes? 2? You got a book to read 2 notes?
I thought I'd written more.
No, she's got all our video ideas.
But I've written about other stuff. I mean, look. And then...
James is an idiot. Stop him going in front of the camera.
And then I did a really random one.
Where's
and then I started
going?
trying to draw football shirts. But I couldn't draw them right. And then I got upset. And then I... See? And then I got to this.
Your Villa kit.
Yeah. I was trying to go for a red away kit. I'm going to show the camera. Trying to go for a red away kit. That wasn't supposed to be burgundy. I just didn't have another red. And
it's Villa kit then.
It looks like Villa, and I didn't mean it to.
Anyway,
so they say students waste a lot of time, don't they? But I don't see it myself.
No, this was in work. Never mind students.
No, it was after work.
Well, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm not too arsed, to be honest. I think the extra income is good. We're doing something to get back in the EFL's good books, whether we like it or not.
Not that they'll care.
Not that they're paying attention, but overall, anybody that moans about it is just being very... Not selfish, but...
Tribalistic.
Yes, it is. That's my territory. We want it. That's it.
Someone says he's going to take a
toy.
screwdriver and take his seat home with him every day.
Oh, cool.
That's class.
Fair point.
Fair play.
Funny.
What I do wonder is, because our block's open to Cov fans where I sit.
Yeah, mine is, and that's why I don't care.
Oh, yeah, well, you're just going to say yours isn't. My brother's got blue stickers on his seat, has done for the last 4 seasons to mark his seat. I'm wondering if they're going to try and rip them off or put Cov. My brother will lose it. He'll go there on a Cov match day and he'll go after him. My brother's an animal. Complete opposite to me.
Obviously.
He really is. Yeah, I think that's pretty much where people's fears lies, that it's going to start being vandalised by Cov.
As long as we don't notice that we're sharing the ground on our match days, I don't care.
Nobody's going to care. I don't care. The only sad thing is it's going to look completely empty. Because they're only opening one stand, and the away fans, obviously.
Yeah, but that's not our fault. That's...
No, but it's
the
just
plus side is
glum.
It may provide our staff with a bit more income and a bit more overtime.
Yeah, for sure.
Because some of them are going to have to work match days, which, if they're given a choice, might be very good for them financially.
For sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
And I didn't even need a notebook.
You didn't.
I thought I'd written more than I have.
So finally, just to wrap it all up, fixtures are out next week. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what day. Do you know what day they're out? I think it was the 20th.
No idea.
Obviously, we know who's up, who's down. Who do you want first game of the season?
Couldn't care less.
Preference, home or away?
Couldn't care less.
Well, there you go.
Couldn't care less. Home.
No, you do. There you go. Home. There you go.
I'll tell you, the only fixture I care about is I want to be away on Boxing Day.
Why?
Because I want to be at home on Boxing Day.
I like Boxing Day fixtures.
Home is in my home on Boxing Day.
I like Boxing Day fixtures.
I don't like going to them because Christmas is Christmas.
I think a Christmas game at Blues is good.
I've never been because I've always had to work.
Yeah, you had to work last year.
Yeah, I would rather be at home, my home, with my family on Boxing Day.
Okay, fair point. Fair point.
Hopefully away, because I can just watch it on my laptop and then close the lid and get on with my Christmas and get drunk.
Fair enough.
Away on Boxing Day, home at first game.
Home.
First game.
Yeah.
And, alright, we'll go with Boxing Day as well, seeing as Mark started the trend, and last
I'd like to be at home, because I don't fancy spending my Boxing Day travelling up and down the country, because we know that that's going to have to happen.
Okay.
So,
and last day of the season?
Home.
Okay.
I hated being away.
Last day of the season?
Home.
I'm going to go with, I want the first game to be away. Boxing Day I want at home. And last day of the season I want at home. Because if we're in anywhere close to promotion, I want it at home last day. If it's a big
we get to see him lift the trophy at home then, don't we?
What? Check a trade trophy. If we were in that. But yeah, I think that just about sums it up for this week. I hope that Mark hasn't.
Can I do the outro as well?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, go for it.
Right, that's about wraps it up for the Birmingham Fan TV podcast. Episode 14 is in the bag, ladies and gentlemen.
13.
Is it 13?
It's 13.
That's a bit unlucky.
However, I will put a little 13 over that at the start.
No. We're going to skip episode 13 because it's unlucky.
I like that.
This has been episode 14. 13 doesn't exist. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Tell me how marvellous I am. Tell Emily how beautiful she is. Tell James how much you feel sorry for him because of his bad knee and that his Nottingham Forest career didn't pan out.
And he needs to have a shave.
Because he looks Amish. And catch us next week when hopefully we'll have a bit more to talk about and we'll be on for a bit longer and we might try and get some guests, i.e. Jack or Chris on.
Jack, I know you're watching this.
I'm doing the outro and he keeps talking. I never talk over his outros.
Carry on.
I've got nothing else to say, that's it.
He's got some sort of like, this is my house.
God complex. Emily, anything from you?
No.
Right, okay. Nothing in your notebook?
I'll save that for next week.
I look forward to that. Jimbo, anything from you, my friend?
No. If there is transfer news in the week, I will do a short video on it and then we'll go into it in the podcast next week. As of. But other than that, probably look out for possibly a video at the weekend. If not, I will see you next week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. And we'll see you next week, Mark.
Peace.